Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hari Bol. So, இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட attainment of Suddha Nam Suddha Bhakti வந்திருக்கோம். Just a minute. We have come for our attainment of Suddha Nam and Suddha Bhakti. In this today, we are going to see the third page. If you have the book, you just take it and keep it for reference. So on the third page, we have 6 questions, and the 6 questions in Mudichukuno. So the 6 questions we are going to finish today. In this this third page, we have the 6 questions, first 6 questions, and then from the 4th page we have 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th questions, and in the 5th page we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 questions. So once we are up to date of these 18 questions, we will be thorough about the basics. It's so important, these 18 questions are. Okay. So we will start with our prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So okay, so now for attainment of Suddha Nam Suddha Bhakti, part 1, part 2. In this part 1 only we have started the beginning page. So we are going to offer these beautiful flowers, colorful flowers for the part 1, part 2 books of this attainment of Suddha Nama and Suddha Bhakti. Okay, so now we are going to offer these beautiful dahlia flowers for Gaur Nitai, pray to them for their blessings, and then we will go to the class. Here for Radha and Krishna, so nice. A boat full of flowers are there. These are all the boats we can see in Kashmir. In Kashmir, there is a Dal Lake. Yes. So in that Dal Lake, we have all these beautiful boats with all flowers, roses, everything. So we can buy these flowers. There are in the Dal Lake, there will be boat houses will be there. Those people in the houses, they buy these flowers. Okay. So for this beautiful Radha and Krishna, we are offering this boat in the boat full of roses we will offer to them. And then here for Radha and Krishna, there is a full thali rice. So rice, sabjis, moong dal, beguni, chapatis, and sweets. See, they have kept everything in very nice silver plates. So very nice manjaris kept. So in all items, this is very good. So we can offer these items for Radha and Krishna. So for our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada of ISKCON, Ki Jai. So for Srila Prabhupada, we have bread sandwich, I don't know how many layers of masalas they've used. See, so many layers. Wonderful, this sandwiches. So for the sandwich, they've kept one fried potatoes also, finger chips for tasting this sandwich. Okay, so now for Srila Prabhupada lotus feet, we are offering these nice jasmine flowers. This is not one layer jasmine, it's many layer jasmine. This gives very nice fragrance. So these flowers we will offer for Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Here for His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj ki jai. So for His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj, there is cake with coconuts. So this is coconut cake. It's very nice offering for His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj. So today is Ekadasi. So we are offering very nice, beautiful flowers. All these pink color flowers for His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj lotus feet. So actually, this outside our India or even in north side, many devotees, they are making with coconut, they are making a dry coconut powder. With dry coconut powder used as a making dough for Ekadasi chapati and for making sweets. They are making cakes also with this dry coconut powder. So they are making in the house only the coconut powder, and they make many varieties of things with this. And like this dry powder, they are making with this one sweet potato, and one more is there. All this also they make it dry and they make powder of this, and then with that powder they make we can make chapatis, Ekadasi chapati, and all for Ekadasi items, no, just for coating, everything we can use. Even with this coconut, dry coconut, and this sweet potato, somewhere they are made very nice gulab jamuns. So with that too with jaggery. So all these are wonderful items. We don't need to buy any dough from outside at all on Ekadasis, because we don't know it's going to break, because we don't know in which machine they are putting. But in our house means we can just wash our mixie with water. We can rinse nicely. So then we can, if we are going to run the motor with just water, whatever is there in the mixie jar, everything will come out. Then we can use a jar for Ekadashis. Okay. So these are some Ekadashi tips. Okay, so now this is the page in Bhakti Yoga, the third page, the full page. The full page in one page will look like this only, very small. But we are going to go, this is the second page, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. And this is the third one. This is the third page, fourth page, and fifth page. That's all. Okay, these 3 pages we have to finish. These question answers. Okay, so now this Bhakti Yoga, the definition of Bhakti is this, the first question. Can you see the first question? This first question only, we finished studying first, second, and third questions. So this is the first question. So what is the definition of Bhakti? Then we saw, see, we are going back again and again and again. We will be studying this because it's very important. If we are not very clear about this definition of Bhakti, how are we going to do our Bhakti? So the definition of Bhakti, the answer is only this picture. Only this picture is answer. That's all. See, Radharani, she is serving Krishna. She is giving flowers to Krishna for his lotus feet. She is not expecting anything in back. She then what is that she is offering? She is offering flowers. Okay, we know. But what is that flower? That flower is the transformation of her love. So whatever love we have, we can transform it into flowers. We can transform it into bhaji. We can transform it into gulab jamun, or we can transform it into Krishna for a beautiful stitched dress for Krishna. Anything, any material thing. These are all material things. But this is we are transforming our love in that thing, that material thing, so that that material thing with our love, it becomes spiritualized. Then we are offering that spiritual item to Krishna. So any material thing plus our love is equal to, it's a spiritual love or bhakti. It's called spiritual love, means bhakti is equal to bhakti. Okay, so this is what is bhakti, what Maharaj has given. First point, did you see, we finish, we give something to the Supreme Lord. Next is without expecting anything in back. Third is what? This is very important. Now we'll see the picture. Here we can see Radharani. She is having a relationship with Krishna. Without relationship, she is not serving. She is not somebody from the train. That we don't give, we don't, we see them as a third person. We need to love Krishna as a first person means, then we need to be the second person. We cannot be the third person. So we need a relationship. So we have to cultivate a relationship with the Lord in a favorable mood. See how she is very favorably serving Krishna. She loves Krishna. So this is in a favorable mood. She is serving. Okay. What does she want? What is her desire? Without any other desire. That means she doesn't want anything. She says to Krishna that I want you. I don't want anything else. That means she wants Krishna in the relationship what she has as a lover. She says, I don't want anything except this relationship. She doesn't even want Krishna to reciprocate or Krishna to be with her or whatever it is. She's not expecting. She wants that relationship. That's all. So if Krishna is going to reciprocate, she is going to be very happy. So Krishna knows how to make his devotees happy. So he's responding to that relationship. What she is giving for that relationship is responding for that relationship. So if we don't have a relationship, then how will he respond? In what way he will respond? If we are relating ourselves as a lover, he will respond as a lover. If we relate ourselves as a father or mother and consider Krishna as son, then he will respond as a son. If we relate ourselves to Krishna as a friend, then Krishna will respond to us as a friend. If we relate ourselves as a servant to Krishna, Krishna will respond to us as a master. So if we don't have any relationship, then we are just neutrally loving Krishna. Neutral means thinking him as a Lord, not with any relationship. Then we will end up in Shantarasa. So Santarasa means we may become what Maharaj told. There even in Gokula and other places, there are some munis, there are some rishis, and there are some children, very small children. Very small means very, very small children there whose consciousness is not so very developed. whose consciousness is not so very developed. In Shantarasa, what is happening? We don't have much consciousness in Shantarasa. We don't have any relationship. We are simply thinking that Krishna is God, then Lord. Then what is happening? Then in Shantarasa, we may become some rishis, as Maharaj says. We may become a less conscious person. So that means like a cow, the cow is very less conscious. And then children, Maharaj told children. Children means very, very small children, very small babies. They're also there in Gokul. Then what will happen? These small babies, they don't have much consciousness to show for Krishna. So that means because the consciousness is not so developed, we are not able to relish that relationship very much. This is what is very less conscious, very less to say it's just neutral only, no relationship, but just neutral relationship. This is what is Santaras. If we are not going to know this definition of bhakti, these 5 rasas, and 5 rasas means 5 relationships, and if we are not knowing about all these things in detail, then how are we going to love Krishna without a relationship? So cultivating a relationship is very, very important. If we are all the time thinking that Krishna standing in my house is the big God, more than that we don't want. We are thinking that he's God, I have to give him respect. He's God, I have to give him respect. We go this side, we fall down and we pay our respect. We go that side, we pay our obeisances and go this side, that side. But do you think Krishna is attracted for this? Maharaj says no. Krishna is not so fascinated, impressed by this kind of devotion. This is everywhere it is happening. Even in Vaikuntha, this is happening. Everywhere, everybody is serving Krishna in all the lokas. But Krishna is not so fascinated by their love, just like he got fascinated in Vrindavan with his devotees. Even in Vrindavan, now we see there are so many cases that they are not, they don't have very intense feelings for Krishna. So we have to understand what we want. We want a real relationship with Krishna, means we want to express that relationship, express that love. We want to express that love properly towards Krishna, means for which we need a basement. That basement is a relationship. Without a relationship, where is the base? If we don't develop or we don't find Krishna as our relative, then what will happen? We will be just thinking that Krishna is in front of me. He is Lord. I am a servant. I am paying obeisance. This servant and master mood, everywhere they are having. In Vaikuntha, it is there. In all the lokas, it is there. But except to Vrindavan. But everybody is actually servant. Jiva, Jivera Swarubhoy. Nitya Krishna Das. So that means Jiva is always servant only. Krishna is always master. But we being a Jiva, developing a relationship is totally different. And having that servant relationship, this is our nature. Nitya Krishna Das. We are always Krishna's servant. This is natural and this is the end, this is the beginning, this is everything for us. This is natural for a Jiva. Jiva's position is he is servant. Krishna's position is he is Lord, his master. This is going on in all the lokas. And what is the difference in Vrindavan? In Vrindavan also we have servant-master relationship. How is that different from other places? The Madhuri Rasa devotees, Radharani, you see here, she's serving like a servant. She is not showing herself as a commanding or demanding person. And Yashoda is serving Krishna. Nanda Maharaja is serving Krishna. His friends are serving Krishna. Everybody is serving Krishna. Krishna's servants in Dasi Rasa, they are serving Krishna in his palace. What is the difference between these servants in Gokulam, and what is the difference between them, and what is the difference between those people in Vaikunta? They can't go nearby. They can only express their love by just bending their heads. They can serve this, not even going near them. This is a kind of dasya what they are having in Vaikunta. But in Gokul, the servant maid, she's pinching Krishna's cheeks. She's dressing Krishna's hair. She's dressing Krishna with all beautiful flowers. And Krishna is shouting, Mother, Ma, this maid is pinching me. Without pinching only, she will shout. And this girl will think, she will shout, when did I pinch you? Why are you shouting like this? Then Krishna will say, yeah, because you just pulled my hair, no? I want mother and chastise you. Then this girl will really pinch Krishna. So this is what the relationship of servant and master in Gokul, and this is what the servant in Vaikunta, that is totally different. Here, this is something else. The relationship is something else. So this particular relationship, only Krishna is having. He has his house. He has his family. So this house, there in the Vaikunta, just like we go to the temple, there all the Vaikunta Vasis, they have their houses. They have their houses, and then Vishnu's house is also there, just like our temple, it will be there. Going inside, they will see that Krishna is there with Lakshmi Devi in a milk ocean, lying down. When they want, they will ask permission to Ajay Vijay, and they will go inside. They will meet the Lord and say, this is a problem, you please take care. The Lord will say, okay. Then they will go away. This is what is the relationship. But in Gokul, Krishna also has a house, and all the devotees are also having houses. But then they just walk inside Krishna's house to see Krishna and to serve Krishna and to be with Krishna. They're very free there. They go inside Krishna's room, friends. Come, Krishna will go. They sit with Krishna and they eat in one plate. They take from Krishna's plate and eat. And Krishna takes from their plate and eat. This is something else. This is what is Krishna's family. This is what is Krishna's house. So this Krishna wanted his own house, his own family. So he selects very, very intimate devotees and bring them, very selected devotees, and bring them to his family. So this whole Vrindavan is his family. So his own house. In that he wants these intimate devotees. So we want that position and we don't know what to do. When we are practicing bhakti, we should know this definition. So Maharaj is so nicely, he has given in 5 points, he has given this definition. Here, when we have to remember Krishna is supreme and forget his supremacy. Somebody is asking question. So there are I don't understand the question. So the definition of bhakti, Maharaj is giving this. Here, of course, in our sadhana level, also Maharaj is telling that we can cultivate relationship. Sadhana, starting point, he says cultivate relationship. Cultivate means practice a relationship with the Lord. But I think what she's asking a question that if we forget that Krishna is Supreme Lord, then we may tend to do offense to him or something like that. So we are trying to keep away us from Krishna. Then there is no that bhakti itself is not starting according to Maharaj. But he says in a favorable mode, you cultivate this relationship and without any other desire. Any other desire means we don't need to ask anything. All the 16 rounds. If we are going to ask in 16 rounds, we can, if we are not able to have a relationship, we are not able to feel any kind of relationship with Krishna, then just our Prabhupada, our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, in this Sampradaya, they have given us Nama Chintamani. Why don't you touch it and ask, yeah, Krishna, I want a relationship with you. That's all the Nama Chintamani will give. It's so easy. Why don't we ask? I don't want this. No material desires. That is 99. Yeah, what you're saying is correct. No other desire means no material desires. That is 99. What to speak of that 1%? Only one desire we can have. That is what we are stressing now. We want a relationship with the Lord. For that we have been given permission, and if we cultivate this one desire, if we want this one particular desire, if we have, then that will result in prema. So we are not asking service, only service. That is very dry, service means love. Love is transformed into service. Can you see this picture? Radharani's love is transformed into other the flowers, and her service of putting it for Krishna. So this service comes from love. The mother is serving the child because the mother is loving the child. In love, she is serving the child. We don't say that it is a service. But the whole day, the mother is serving the child. She is cooking for the child. She is giving bath to the child. She is doing everything. Whole day, just like a maid servant, she is serving the child. But we don't use the word service. We, it's love. We use the word Thai and it's mother love, mother's love. This is the word we use. We don't use the word service. No, it's love that has been transformed into service. So this love, when we are, it is limited or it is little less, then it is called sadhana. This love, when we are not able to control the love, control the feelings and emotions, it is called bhava. Then the same love, when it is completely beyond our scales, without our knowledge that love is sprouting like anything, then that means it is prema. So this service attitude is our love. So if we are doing the service in sadhana bhakti, then that service is our sadhana love, practicing love. In bhava bhakti, it is called love of bhava. In prema, it is love of prema. So this is what now, this love we are cultivating. How we are cultivating? Cultivating means we are growing it. So how the love will grow? By cultivating the relationship. We can grow that love. So that is what Maharaj is giving. In the next question we will go. See, what is the definition of bhakti? Now I have given you in this tabular column. We have worked it for you, this workshop. See, what is the definition of bhakti? This is the first question. We give something to the Supreme Lord. Definition of bhakti is number 1. We give something to the Supreme Lord. Number 2, without expecting anything in back. Number 3, to cultivate a relationship with the Lord. It is not just you by heart and you go mechanically. Just like a parrot you tell after me. No. It is cultivation, means you are going to have you have to develop or grow your relationship with the Lord. For that, we need to develop our desire to have a relationship. No, first of all, if we don't know this is bhakti, this cultivating a relationship is bhakti, definition of bhakti, then why we will desire for having a relationship with the Lord? We will not mind that point. We will not give importance for that point. Then we will overlook that point. Then always Krishna is Supreme Lord sitting in the altar just like a Lord, and we are always like a Jiva standing outside there. And where is relationship? Where are we going to go? So these are all the points where we are missing. So let us little time stop this mechanical process. Mechanically, for so many years, 20 years, 30 years, mechanically we are thinking that we are doing bhakti, not even understanding what is the definition of bhakti. So bhakti is to, first of all, to cultivate our relationship with the Lord. We need a relationship with the Lord to love Him. This is very important. How to make you understand? Maybe I will use some material example. If you have to love your child, you need to have a relationship with your child, no? The child came from your womb, so you know that this child is related to me. This husband, the material world people, they all gathered together and married you to that guy. So you know that he's your husband. So you have developed that relationship. Because of that, you are loving. That is why you are feeding him, serving him, all this. So without a relationship, there is no family, there is no relationship, there is no love. Outside the family, we see them as outsider. Outsider. We use the term outsider. The nearby neighbor house child is doing all dham dhum, all sort of nonsense it's doing. Will we go and give a slap to that child? Don't do this again. We will not tell. It's their mother's problem. It's not our headache. So we'll just close the door and come inside. But once our child does it, something in the house, we shout. Because the child is our child. We are supposed to take care of that child. This is what shouting is, out of love, out of worry, out of fear. What will happen to this child tomorrow if this child is going to do the same stealing? Krishna's mother was so scared. She was worried like anything. Oh my God, this child is so angry that he broke that big pot full of butter and buttermilk and curd. And on top of that, he's going and stealing. She's scolding. You are feeding the monkeys. Are you the friend of monkey? She's scolding Krishna. You are a thief. Are you from a thief family? Descendant of a thief family. This is what she called Krishna. That's why Krishna got very, very angry for these two questions. What mother raised. You told me that I am the friend of monkeys. So better I don't live with you. You told me that I am the relative friend of, means related to monkey, no? So I will go and live with the monkeys in the forest. I will not live with you. He said this. He said this. Actually, Yashoda got very scared because of this. So she thought that after I go out, this child may run out, because the child is already got fed up. And he told that because I told him that you are the friend of monkey, now he says that I am the friend of monkey, I am related to monkeys, I will go and live with the monkeys in the forest. So, see, relatives will live in one place, the same place, and they will be related. They are called one family. Because she called him monkey, monkey's friend. You call me monkey, no? I will go and live with monkeys. Why will I live with you? He asked this question. So, descendant of the thieves, she told us, do you mean to say that my father's father, everybody is thief? How can you scold me? How did you scold my father? He got wild for all these things. That's why he got very wild. So this is what happened. This is some love conspiracy which was going between Krishna and his mother. So this is all in a relationship. These all things can happen. If we don't want, we think that relationship means we will have with our household people. And for God, we will have Krishna. Maharaj told once, if you don't want to leave the material relationship, then what is going to happen? Again and again and again, you will have to come with the same material relatives. And then have God, ask God, we will have the Lord sitting in the altar. Like this way, we can mechanically practicing. We can do 20 lifetimes to 200 lifetimes. We can do the same sadhana like this. Do sadhana, come back, do sadhana. Yeah, we are very happy with this kind of life. So this is not we want. This is not our goal. Our goal, always Maharaj is telling, is prema. So prema means actually love in service in a highest level. So how will you get a prema, extreme love for somebody if you are not related to them? How can you love somebody without relationship? Can you go and love a neighbor house child? We should have some relationship. It's very important. But we think the material relations which all going to die, that is permanent. But that's not permanent. It's all temporary. It's all going to go away one day. It's all going to get cut. There's only one person who can reciprocate for a real love, real relationship. That's only Krishna. Only and only one Krishna. Only he can reciprocate for the relationship what we have for Krishna. So it is immediately in sadhana bhakti, just when we are starting the sadhana bhakti, immediately in the definition of bhakti only Maharaj said, first start cultivating a relationship with the Lord. This is the first and foremost order he is giving. Maharaj is. Without this, we are not going to we are going to be zero. If we have to start from one also, we have to cultivate a relationship. This is the first and foremost thing to be done. I don't know what is my relationship. I don't know what is my relationship. How can I start any relationship? Jivera Nitya Krishna Das. We are always Krishna's servant. Jiva means servant. Lord, Krishna, Supreme Lord means he is our master. That's all. He is Purusha and we are Prakriti. We are servant. This is natural. This is the natural position of the Jiva. But to enter into his family, enter into his relationship, you need to have some relationship to enter into his family. No. Without a relationship, how can we enter into his family of Vrindavan? How will we be allowed inside? That Vrindavan, that family, Krishna has made for his own house. Vrindavan is his own house, his own personal house. Krishna has made for himself. If we don't want a relationship, what are we going to do there? How can we enter in that house of Krishna? So devotees, dear devotees, please feel the very necessity, very importance of cultivating a relationship with the Lord. It's very, very important. This is a first and foremost, and this in this point we can start number one, sadhana, not that prema or bhava. Sadhana only will start from this. If you want whatever you start, you can be in a servant mode, or you can be in a friend mode, anywhere you start a relationship. You want a friend, you want a lover, anywhere you start. While you are increasing bhakti from Vaidhi, while you are going to Raganuga, or Vaidhi when you are going through, so what will happen? The more and more and more and more when you are when we are doing Vaidhi Bhakti and having only servant, he is Lord, I am servant, other things we are not interested, or in the Vaikuntha mood, in a way to say, then we can never force ourselves unnaturally towards Raganuga. So Jiva Goswami says, slowly after practicing this Vaidhi, then slowly we can mix Raganuga in that. Then mixing Raganuga and Vaidhi, mixing Raganuga and Vaidhi. And slowly we can shift over from Vaidhi to Raganuga. Then before sadhana finishing, we have to change to Raganuga sadhana. If we are doing Raganuga sadhana, there is possibility to go to Raganuga bhava and Raganuga prema. If we are in the sadhana level, if we are not going to change our Vaikuntha mode, means thinking of Krishna not with awe and reverence, with love, with a favorable mode. Even as a servant, with a favorable mode, means it is not with awe and reverence. You are Lord, I am servant. Like this will not. In this way, we can only end up in Vaidhi sadhana. So after cultivating so much time also, if we cannot come out of this Vaidhi sadhana, then at one point we will end up in Vaidhi bhava and Vaidhi prema, which is equal to Vaikuntha prapti. Today is Vaikuntha Ekadasi. So Vaikuntha, we can go to Vaikuntha lokas. There are many Vaikuntha lokas. Goloka is also one Vaikuntha only. But this Vaikuntha, what we are saying, with only awe and reverence, only he is Lord, I am servant, he is Lord, I am servant, then that means we are going to end up in with Vishnu or Perumal. How can we develop so much attraction for that Govinda who is sitting on top, that Edugundalavada, they call Govinda, Venkataramana, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. So, for 3 days they kept the devotees who went for 3 days in the cell, and after that they told that they were not allowed to see 2 minutes. So this is the relationship there. He is a father only, but he is an office father. He is not house father. House father means I will make my father to go with 4 legs, and I will jump on him and sit like on a horse like that. I will ride him like a horse. This is in the house. But once he is in the office, he will say, why you have come? Okay, what do you want? Okay. He will ask his servants, just take care of the child and get the child back to the house. That's all. That's all will get respect. That is the father in the office. We will be allowed to see only 2 minutes. So now what is the definition is finished. So we are, I think for the 5th day, 6th day, we are seeing the same question. Isn't it that it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger in your heart? Now, how to practice bhakti? This also we finish seeing. How to practice bhakti. Now I have put it in a tabular column. You see, to practice bhakti, we should concentrate on developing an attraction to the Lord. If we develop a attraction towards Vaikunthanatha, just like with awe and reverence, that attraction is there. then we have to go to that place only. Now, how can we go do that bhakti and how can we go to Krishna's family? That's not possible. So we should concentrate on developing an attraction to the Lord, means who is there in Gokula. That Krishna, that particular Krishna. We have to concentrate on that particular Krishna and develop an attraction for that particular Krishna. This is what our practice we should do. What is our practice? 64 Angas of Bhakti. Every day from morning till night we are practicing 64 Angas of Bhakti. While we are cultivating, while we are practicing these 64 Angas of Bhakti, all the time we should remember that I must develop my attraction for Krishna in Gokula. So my feelings, my emotions, my prayers, while I'm doing that 64 Angas, so while I'm practicing the 64 Angas, when I'm thinking that this is Vishnu, this is Perumal, and I'm in that mood. But we are thinking of Krishna, but we are in the mood of worshipping them. Then what is going to happen? We are going to develop an attraction to that Vishnu in the name of Krishna. So that is why the Alvars, they all called Kanna, Kanna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And they wrote so many poems on Krishna only. They all called Krishna. They did not call Perumal. But they all end up in Vaikunta with Perumal. So their mood is awe and reverence. This kind of attraction will not work. So attraction to our Krishna with all his pastimes. For that practice, we have to do the whole day. Hearing, chanting, remembering, everything we have to do this particular Krishna. Practicing bhakti means 64 Angas of bhakti every day. From morning till night, we are practicing. That 64 Angas of bhakti, when we are practicing, we have to have these feelings. These feelings for Krishna. These feelings for as Krishna, we have to have feelings and do the 64 Angas. Not as awe and reverence, not like that. Then everything is, we are nourishing, we are nurturing, not nourishing, nurturing. We are growing Vaidhi. Our tendency should be, we should not nurture Vaidhi more. We should nurture Raganuga more. And even though we start with Vaidhi and slowly we nurture Raganuga and we slowly glide towards Raganuga. Consequently, attraction to the material things becomes less and less. Unless and until we are concentrating and developing an attraction for Krishna, our attraction towards material things are not going to come down. It's not going to become less and less. But if we practice other way, I will reduce all my material activities. I will become detached from my all material activities. Then I can do bhakti. How is it possible without taste? It's not at all possible. Maharaj has given the other way. Practicing bhakti means you concentrate on the Lord and attraction for the Lord. Slowly, the more you, how much? 50% you develop your attraction for Krishna. 50% of your material attraction will go away automatically. It should happen naturally. It should not by force happen. Because how much we can come out forcefully. Even by force we come, next moment we will tend to do that. So some devotee was asking, how can I stop this? How can I stop that? YouTube seeing this, that. It's because we have not developed a taste for Krishna. That's naturally that will go away. But when we are not ready to do bhakti activities and we want to become detached from these things, that is not going to work out. So what is the goal of bhakti? The goal, see, Here we have given as a tabular column. Goal of bhakti is to get 100% attraction to them. Maharaj is not ready to reduce 1% also. Maharaj has given to get 100% attraction to the Lord is goal of bhakti, means prema. Prema means 100% attraction. How can we love or get attracted to somebody without any relationship? If he is a third person, if he is somebody. So as a Lord, as a Bhagavan, we cannot love him so much as somebody is loving Krishna. It's not possible to love Perumal or Vishnu because he's reserved. He is very reserved. He is not giving himself so freely. Even his Lakshmi Devi, she sits near his lotus feet on. So it is like a reserved type. So we cannot be so very freely moving to the Lord. So if we get 100% attraction towards Vishnu, Perumal, then we will go there. But if we want to get 100% attraction to Krishna, then we have to get attracted to Krishna in a particular relationship which is available in Gokulam, which is available in his place, in his house. That dasyam is different. Very, very different from this dasyam. So, to please the Lord by favorably serving him. This is our goal. 2 goals Maharaj has given. 100% attraction to the Lord and then to please the Lord by favorably serving him. We should always our ambition should be, our goal should be, how can I please the Lord? How can I please the Lord? Then we will try to think, what will please the Lord? That question will come. What will please my Lord Krishna? What will he like? If we want to please him, then this question comes. What will he like? Maharaj has given again one paragraph, four topics. He says, if you develop your bhakti, Krishna is pleased. If you are helping others to develop their bhakti, Krishna is pleased. If you are giving out of love something to Krishna, he is pleased. If you are attracted and have a loving relationship with the Lord, great, Krishna is pleased. So Krishna is pleased with a relationship. Krishna is pleased with our 100% attraction. Not only that, when in sadhana, any percentage we have, but it is completely towards Krishna, in Krishna's mood. Then Krishna is pleased. Krishna is pleased when we help others for developing their bhakti. Krishna is pleased when we develop our bhakti and we will try to get out, then Krishna is pleased. So by favorably serving him. Favorable means now we have to, pleasing Krishna means now we have to know what is Krishna's likes and dislikes. If we want to please Krishna, we should know what he likes. This is what is his likings. So then only we can serve him as he wants. We are doing mechanically some service, whether it is liking for Krishna, we are there, it's not liking for Krishna. We are not bothered. We are just, yes, I am doing something. No, this is not the way. We cannot mechanically do anything. We have to do it very, very sincerely with our heart and love. So again, somebody is asking, can you repeat the 4 points? So now we are going for the 4th question. We finished 3 questions. So I will send you the PPT. You can see. You can see and take the notes. When you are taking the notes, you can, if you want, again you can play back the YouTube from YouTube, and again you can hear. Okay, so we are supposed to finish 6 questions today, at least 1 page. These 3 questions we are shouting for not today. We are shouting for the past 5 days, 6 days we are shouting about this for 6 sessions. Now we will go for the 4th question. So how to practice our sadhana? This is the fourth question. But in the book, how you will see, the question is given is that a taste or an attraction for the Lord is developed how? This is the fourth question. The same question only I have written in a different way. How to practice our sadhana? This is what is a taste. How to practice our sadhana? A taste or an attraction for the Lord is developed how? So now, we have to here we can put one topic. This is faith. This is a topic. Topic is faith. Topic first is faith. The topic next is taste. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So how to practice our sadhana? First point is faith. Second point is taste. Third point is bhakti. Just bhakti. Let reduce the. Okay. Now we'll save and we'll go make it big. So take your note, take your pen. So faith. First of all, faith which resides in the Atma develops by degrees. Where is this faith? This faith is residing in our Atma, actually. It is there in our Atma, this faith. And then this faith we have to develop by degrees. Slowly, steadily, we have to increase this faith. This is the way how to practice sadhana. We are just telling from the beginning point we are saying. Faith which resides in the Atma develops by degrees. While we are doing our sadhana practice every day, practices, bhakti practices when we are doing, faith first of all increases in the, actually faith is there already in the Atma, in our Atma. It resides. It resides means it is living in our Atma, in our soul. Faith is residing. Because of which we have come to ISKCON. We have faith on Prabhupada. We have, everybody says, yes, Mataji, I have faith. What kind of faith? How much degree? See, Maharaj is telling degrees. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 5 degree, 100 degrees. How much degree faith we have? That is what is the question. So actually this faith is already there in our heart. That is why we have come to ISKCON. We have faith on Prabhupada. We have faith on our Sampradaya. We like this. We have faith on Krishna. That is why we have come here. So this faith, we have to develop. Okay. So then what will happen? Taste will develop. This taste, how it develops? Faith develops taste. This particular faith which is there in our Atma, no? This faith is actually developing this taste. Then bhakti. Then comes bhakti. Taste ultimately develops into bhakti. See, so nicely Maharaj is making us understand. The answer part, what Maharaj is given here. See, starting with faith. That faith which resides in the Atma of a Jiva develops by degrees, which is a little in the beginning, but increases by the practice of sadhana. So that faith itself gives a taste with which devotee develops more bhakti. Thus, there is some higher taste by which the devotee in sadhana bhakti can continue his sadhana and conquer over Maya and lose material attraction. Can you understand this paragraph? That is why we have made it easy for you. So we have made it as a 3 columns, and you have to know how to practice, how our sadhana is improving, developing. We don't know what is happening in us. This is how it is developing. First of all is faith, which is already there in your heart. That is developing by degrees. Okay. So how it will develop? Faith, how it will develop? You hear something from some devotee, then you develop some faith on that matter. Like this, slowly, every point, every little point will increase a little faith in you. So a little faith in the beginning. So we have a little faith in the beginning. We came to ISKCON, and we were also, I saw many devotees, including Navajo. They came to ISKCON and they were putting mala and they were going to Sabarimala. So this was happening. So they have little faith. But Maharaj was very, very patiently waiting. Okay, this guy will one day change. So little faith in the beginning. Then the little faith will give little taste. It will not give big taste. It will give little taste. Then you see the first point there in Bhakti. The little taste develops a little Bhakti. The little taste can develop only a little Bhakti. Okay. Now more faith increases. How did more faith increases? By hearing from a devotee. Then we tend to develop more faith on the matters, on the Bhakti matters. Then more faith increases. Then what will happen? This more faith, it will result in more taste. Results in more taste. Then you see that in the third column, Bhakti column, you see the second point. Develops more Bhakti. This taste develops more Bhakti. Okay, now you understand? In the same way, third point you see, nicely increased faith. Now, very nicely increased faith gives higher taste. Now, the devotee is totally with higher taste. This higher taste, what is happening with, if this higher taste come for the devotee, then what will happen? By which, when the devotee is having higher taste, the devotee in sadhana bhakti, when he has higher taste, he can continue his sadhana. He is so happily continuing his sadhana, and he can conquer over Maya and lose material attraction. Because he can continue his sadhana, because of taste he can continue. If he don't have taste, next day, tomorrow, he will not come and sit for the class. Because he doesn't have taste, he just run away, freak by sleeping. So, what to do? What can be done? So, we can't help. We can't help. We cannot only shout and give our life, but what we can do? It's up to them to take. So, but if we are going to listen more and we are going to increase our faith, then it's going to result in higher taste. And with a higher taste, we can develop our sadhana bhakti. By doing that kind of sadhana bhakti, we can first of all continue our sadhana bhakti. Tomorrow we can chant nicely. Tomorrow we can, because today we did that nicely and we have developed taste. With taste, we can very nicely, dedicatedly do 16 rounds chanting. Dedicatedly, we can attend the class. Because taste. We don't have taste, we are not going to do that. So that sadhana, we will not continue the sadhana. One day we will do, one day we will not. Every day it will not be the same. This itself shows that he is in anishtita bhakti, unsteady bhakti. Steady means he's steady. He can, every day he can do that. But that means he has come to the taste level. He has come to the higher taste. He got that higher taste. is tastily doing that, then he will not leave it. So then only that Maya can be conquered. Maya can be conquered over and lose mental attraction, because he's naturally gliding towards the sadhana, because he likes to do that sadhana. Because of taste, he is doing that sadhana. Then that material attraction, it will run away. Without telling, it will run away. Because if we are switching on the light, the darkness will run away without telling anything. So we finish the fourth question. So now, dear devotees, you are not in LKG, UKG, just like three days questions. 3 days questions we were giving you, feeding you like LKG, UKG students with all pictures and other things, basic things. Now it's going to be tough. You have to take notes, you have to write down, you have to go through again and again. Then only you can come for the next class. Otherwise, no, just by one hearing, this is not going to happen. At least one more time, again you have to listen to the class. Then only tomorrow you will be pakka. And your notes is going to help you to remember whatever I have told. How many times I have to shout the same things? I'm telling once, twice, thrice. Again you shout, Mataji. No. Then again you have to switch on your mobile and make it shout again and again. We have some limits. So the fourth question is finished. Again, tomorrow only we will be recollecting the fourth question. Now we go to the fifth question. Okay. So fifth question. The only important factor to start bhakti and to cultivate bhakti is, it's a fifth question. Today we are going to finish this one page. Important factor to start bhakti. What is the important factor to start bhakti and to cultivate bhakti? Bhakti, cultivate means to grow bhakti. What is the important factor? What is that important factor which is helping us to start our bhakti and to grow our bhakti? What is that? The answer is the great devotee. So, the answer is the great devotee. Important factor to start bhakti and to cultivate bhakti. Bhakti should come. Just a minute. And to cultivate bhakti. Oh, yeah. It's there. Important factor to start bhakti and to cultivate bhakti. Who is going to help us? The great devotee. He is going to help us. How he will help us? By shouting again and again? No, he will inspire. Who inspires? Inspire means he will pull you towards the goal, or push you, or inspiring means to handle you nicely, or to inspire you. Inspiring means to cultivate that feelings in you, that to make you feel for that. Okay, motivating. That's also good. Motivating, inspiring. Then he's encouraging. If you have to do this, for that encouraging. If you do this, you will get this. So otherwise, we cannot go to Gokula. Just don't think that it's just joke. It's very easy. But if you don't go in a right path, take a wrong path, it's going to be a blunt end. It's not going to take you to the next city. So the great devotee who inspires, who encourages us, and only through their kind association, we are going to advance. So we have to regularly take their kind association. They are very mercifully, kindly, they are spending their time and giving us association. So we have to be readily accepting their association. If we are not going to accept that association, what can we do? Then the great devotee, fourth point, through their merciful guidance also, the great devotee is helping us. Not only association. Association means 6 kinds of association. We know, no? What is the 6 kinds of association, dear devotees? Can you remember? Giving and receiving gifts, giving and receiving food, and giving instruction, and opening our feelings to somebody, and taking instruction. These are the 6 association. So the next one is merciful guidance. So if we are reciprocal and we are ready to take their guidance and give our ears to them, then we can hear and take their guidance. If we are not even ready for that, how can we take their guidance? How can we take their guidance? In what way Krishna will give us respect, or in what way Krishna will respond to our feelings? Because we are not ready to hear his representative's voice. We are not ready. And we are saying, Krishna, Krishna, please help me. Krishna, Krishna, please help me. You do some magic and take. But he's sending, okay, I will help you. He's immediately sending his representatives, and we are not ready to take their guidance. We are not ready to hear them. We are not ready to, they're shouting, but we are not ready to hear them. Then how is that they are mercifully giving us guidance? We are not ready to take. Receptivity. This is a word what Maharaj used. Receptivity. That receptivity is not there. Until and unless if we don't have that receptivity, we are not going to advance even a single percentage. This is the word Maharaj used. Receptivity. Receptivity means we should accept it. We should be at least in a level to accept it. We are not even ready to accept. That much faith also we don't have. When the receptivity is not there, when the faith is not there, where that faith we don't have to that devotee and to that devotee's knowledge, and nothing we have, then how do we expect a taste to develop? Because we are there telling from faith only develops taste, and when from taste only develops bhakti, and we think that bhakti should develop just like that magic. Overnight it will develop. Morning I will get up and I will be in prema bhakti. But we are not receptive. We are not even ready to listen to them. So this is why we are not getting any change in us. That is all. So so the great devotee, he plants the seed of bhakti. See how nicely Maharaj is. So nicely Maharaj has given. How many years back? Today is 23. You'll just see on top. 28/11/2010. 2010 he has given this class. Before 13 years. He plants the seed of bhakti. We know, yes. Bhakti Lata Bija, only Guru gives. Arey Baba, if he is giving means, then you take it. You are not taking it. You are not receiving it. Receptivity is not there. And we want that nothing I will do. I won't spend even my single moment of enjoyment. That particular time is so important for me to live in this material world. And we want changes to happen, miracles to happen. So the great devotee plants the seed of bhakti, and the great devotee is only cultivating our bhakti. Okay, so 6 points. I don't know, tomorrow you're going to have a exam. Okay, so you're going to prepare and come. So these are all so easy, but unless and until we are little strict and little strict to ourselves, we are not going to learn all this. Okay, 6th question. Today we are going to finish this page. 6th question. The powerful influence of Maya is negated by the process of bhakti without any separate endeavor. How? Oh, Maya. Always Maya is catching me. Maya is not leaving me. Maharaj is telling Maya is actually helping you. Maya is not the one that who is making you suffer. Maya is ready to help us. Okay. That question we have changed into how to attain our goal. This is what is the question of 6th. Okay, steps for attaining our goal. Goal is prema, love for Krishna. 100% attraction, 100% love for Krishna is prema. That is our goal. So what to do for that? Maya takes, first point, Maya takes us in the opposite direction towards material energy. Achit Shakti. Material energy means Achit Shakti. You know, on the beginning only we saw that philosophy, Chit Shakti, Tatastha Shakti, Achit Shakti. Immediately you have to go back and rewind collect your memory. Screenshot. You go in your mind. Not you have taken screen. I asked you to take a screenshot in your heart. So go to that page. And now you take out and you see Achit Shakti. So Maya takes us in the opposite direction towards material energy means Achit Shakti. Maya is taking us towards that side, towards west, to enjoy the material world, which is very unfavorable for bhakti. The same points are there here. Here, the whole paragraph Maharaj is given, but the same thing I have changed as you can understand. Okay, same thing. Okay, now, second point, what Maharaj has given. Because Maya cannot coexist with the service of the devotee, we cannot partake and at the same time do devotional service. We cannot take part, just a minute. Partake Maya. Yeah. Partake Maya. Cannot partake Maya. And at the same time do devotional service. Both the things we cannot do. At the same time, we cannot, in one boat, we can go to west and one boat is going to east. I will keep my 2 legs on 2 boats and I will travel and I will do both the things. How can it possible? How can this be possible? So this is actually, we are getting fooled. Thus, as long as we are fooled by Maya, we can do only less bhakti. We are fooled by Maya. Okay, so we are very nicely doing less bhakti, and we are not satisfied. We are getting worried, we are getting tense, and we are getting so many things. So this is what is happening. So we are fooled by Maya. Even though we perform some kind of devotion every day, whole day, we are not satisfied because we don't know the knowledge and we are performing and we don't know the value what we are doing. Just one chanting, one prayer to Krishna, Krishna, please have me as your family member. Take me as a family member. That Namachintamani in 1 second it will give. It's Namachintamani. But we don't have that faith in that Namachintamani. And then that's why we are not able to develop that kind of taste. And because of that, we are not able to tastily chant that bhakti of chanting 16 rounds is not happening so easily. Everything comes from faith. That faith is only coming from a devotee. It will not come. We don't have faith in our own that it will cultivate on its own. From somewhere they have to give faith. Then only that faith will increase. So we cannot partake Maya and at the same time do devotional service. Thus, as long as we are fooled by Maya, we can do only less bhakti. Third point, by performing sadhana bhakti, following the 64. See, Maharaj is told by sadhana bhakti. But I have put performing sadhana bhakti because you have to understand it. By performing sadhana bhakti, that is what is that sadhana bhakti? Following 64 angas of bhakti. By performing sadhana bhakti, we are able to increase the attraction to the Lord. Okay. Then only we can be able to increase our attraction for the Lord only by practicing 64 angas. That is what is sadhana bhakti. By performing sadhana bhakti, we just if this line is there, okay, I will do sadhana. What is that sadhana? What is that we are going to practice? That is the 64 angas of it. Fourth point. Consequently, Maya is conquered. When we are increasing our time for 64 angas, and consequently our material things will decrease because of taste, then we will not find any taste to do those things. Then consequently, Maya is conquered. And the pull of Maya becomes less and less. Maya, material energy is pulling. One girl was telling, Mataji, it's pulling. That YouTube, the taste is pulling me. I'm not able to leave it. So once Maharaj was taking class, and he told Ashtavagra Muni came to Janaka Maharaja's palace, and Janaka Maharaja asked him how to come out, how to get rid of or get out of the from the clutches of Maya. So then Ashtavagra Muni, he never answered. He went slowly. He hugged one pillar in the palace. Immediately, suddenly, Maharaj started shouting. We were a little scared because Maharaj never shouts or Maharaj never gives so much expression. Let me go, let me go, let me go. 3 times Maharaj shouted. We were all scared. This happened one day. Many times Maharaj has told this. Let me go. The Ashtavagra Muni is going and hugging the pillar and shouting, let me go, let me go. In the same way, we are going and hugging Maya and saying that Maya is not leaving me. Maya is catching hold of. Maya is not catching hold of us. We are going and hugging Maya and saying, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me. What is this? So stupid. So this is what is Maharaj told. That's why Ashtavagra Muni told it is so stupid we are going and hugging Maya and telling that leave me, leave me, leave me. So consequently, Maya is conquered. When we are doing the 64 angas and increase our attraction for the Lord, Maya is automatically conquered, and the pull of Maya becomes less and less. All this happens without any separate practice or separate endeavor. See, this point is very important point. We don't need to separately practice detachment from the things. I should not drink coffee. I should not drink tea. No need for all these separate endeavors. No need for, I should not eat. I should not do this. I should not do that. No, this detachment, in bhakti, there is no practice like this at all. There is no separate practice of calling detachment, practicing detachment, or no endeavor. We don't need to put any endeavor for detaching ourselves from material energy. We don't need. We have to simply do bhakti, and other things will automatically run away. We don't need to think or even turn towards them. We are doing that, it's okay, let it go with that. But I will do bhakti with taste, with attraction. Then, because of taste, we'll be doing again and again and again this sadhana. Then we will not go and indulge in material things. So this is so we don't need any separate endeavor to get rid of these material things. Sixth, for the devotee, this is not his loving ambition. This is not our loving ambition to get rid of material activities, material things. This is not our loving ambition, devotee's ambition. Devotee's ambition is developing 100% attraction to Krishna. That's all. And to have a loving relationship with Krishna. This is his ambition. His ambition is not to come out of this attraction, that attraction. This is not his ambition. This is not his desire. His desire is to have a loving relationship with the Lord. That's all. 100% attraction for the Lord. That's all. This is his ambition. This is his desire. But these changes should necessarily happen in the life of a devotee. But these changes means you should understand here what is these changes. But this this conquering Maya, but this conquering Maya should necessarily happen in the life of a devotee. Okay, but this conquering Maya should necessarily happen in the life of a devotee. It should happen. It should surely happen in a devotee. Even though the devotee does not directly desire for this, even though the devotee is not directly having a desire to conquer Maya, it should happen. It should necessarily happen. If this is not happening, then the devotee will not develop attraction for the Lord. Okay. So we have finished 6 questions. From 7th onwards, tomorrow we will do the 7th. Okay. Because that's the next page. Tomorrow we are supposed to finish all the next page questions. So we should be fast now. We have to finish this book, means you have to be fast with me. Of course, I know that these things are little, oh, Mataji was feeding like a child. Okay, now you have grown up child now. You have to eat nicely, means you have to fast eat, means you have to relish the food and eat. So now you have to start relishing this knowledge. So in relishment, you can eat it nicely. Okay. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Thank you so much for being with me for this special class and to learn all these special informations and what secrets what Maharaj has given. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for giving me such a wonderful chance to speak about these wonderful topics. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpadarupesha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.